Hello, my dear learners. A very good evening, everyone. I am Shshank and I welcome you all in the preparational session, that is the knowledge session of general awareness for SSC CGL 2022. So, students, first of all, please confirm your attendance. Then we are going to start the session. And this is a session, guys, in which we are going to discuss the strategy ki how you have to attempt the general awareness section of SSC CGL examination 2022. As you all know ki the paper pattern has been changed. So paper pattern has been changed, then you have to adopt a new strategy ki how to crack the exam, what should be the best and ideal strategy ki how we have to crack the exam. So Shanmukh Priya, good evening. Sarthi, good evening and welcome to the session, everyone. Welcome to the session, guys, and good evening all of you. So as you all know कि the SSC has changed the examination pattern earlier, which was of only 50 marks, and that was only in tier 1. Now it is also coming in tier 2 and you have to qualify the sections, because if you fail to achieve minimum marks in any of the section, then you are out of the race. And general awareness plays an important role. Earlier it was only available in tier 1, but now it is in tier 2, so that will help you to enhance your score so that you can come in the final merit. So what the preparational strategy that should be done to clear the exam, that we are going to discuss in today's session. So guys, let's start this session of today. Let's begin the session. Let's begin the session, guys, and let's start the session. So Manoj, good evening and welcome to the session. Good evening and welcome to the session, everyone. So let's begin the session. First of all, guys, let's discuss what is the examination pattern. What is the examination pattern? Ki how we have to prepare for general awareness. So Ankit sir took the session in morning ki how you have to prepare reasoning, because reasoning 30 question in 25 question in pre, 30 question in mains, so total 65 questions, total 55 questions, guys. Now let's come to the next thing ki how you have to prepare, that is the for SSC CGL examination. Now, first of all, we will be going by the Gug Chakravarti ji. Good evening. First of all, we will be going one by one. Ki what is the syllabus of tier 1? As you all know, ki what is the syllabus of tier 1? First of all, if I talk about the syllabus of tier 1, that is the same as it was did earlier. So syllabus is same as earlier, but it is now only qualifying. Now only qualifying in nature. So let's have a glimpse of the tier 1. First of all, it is general intelligence and reasoning, 25 question, 2 questions of each marks, 50. General awareness, 25 into 2, 50. Quantitative aptitude, 25 into 2, that will be 50. 25 into 2, that will be 50. And English comprehension, that is 25 into 2, 50. So total allotted time will be 1 hour, and if the person is visually challenged, then it will be 1 hour 20 minutes for the candidates eligible for the scribe, and the scribe is given to those candidates who are visually challenged people. Now tier 1 will be consist of the objective question of the multiple choice both in English except English, and what will be the negative marking, that is 0.5 for each wrong answer. So negative marking will be half. So negative marking, it will be half, not 1/4. So it will be half. 0.5 for each wrong answer, that is negative marking is half. So this is the pattern of tier 1 exam, same as earlier, but the changes is that it has now become an qualifying, and the marks that you obtained in tier 1, that is not going to be added in tier 2, and once only it is qualifying in nature. Now the next important thing that comes is the tier 2 examination. So first of all, guys, we will be discussing ki what comes under tier 1. So what will be under tier 1? So syllabus of GA for tier 1 examination. Now guys, first of all, that will consist of the social sciences, the subjects of the social sciences, that is history, polity, geography and constitution, and Indian polity, history, polity, geography and economics. Then science, that is physics, chemistry and bio, followed by current affairs plus static GK. Current affairs better to revise last 1 year. Why I am saying so last 1 year, guys? Because sometimes they ask the question from the old affair as well. So current affairs, it is better to revise for last 1 year, and static GK that also comes. Now in history, guys, what you have to discuss, that means a new section that is being generally in demand, that is the art and culture. So you have to revise art and culture also, because now the question they are asking from art and culture instead of medieval India. Instead of medieval India, conventional medieval India, they have shifted to art and culture. So art and culture is also playing an important role in your examination, especially for tier 1. Now if I talk about economics, generally you are finding the question from macroeconomics, like budget, inflation, then you can say budget, inflation, national income. These topics are gaining importance rather than previously microeconomics was there. Now if I come to geography, earlier maximum time they were asking Indian geography and less question from world geography. Now you have to start preparing for the mapping related question also. So you have to start preparing for the mapping related question also. So it may happen that they can include mapping in geography. For example, they will give you a certain place, they will indicate a certain place in the map, and then they will ask you these places which are being numbered, they are located where or in which state they are located. Now science, physics, chemistry and biology, that is up to class 10th level. But after seeing the question, I cannot say it is up to class 10th. It may happen that it should be class 11 as well. So definitely Chakravarti, we will be covering the static GK also, complete preparation that we will do in our YouTube session as well. Now current affairs, it is a endless topic, but you have to make your own notes that is related to current affairs. The preparation of current affairs varies from person to person. Some of the people, they make notes of their own, then they revise. Some people, they take the magazine and start reading those things. And last 1 year current affairs, last 1 year current affairs is much needed, because they sometimes they ask the question only, they say current affairs, sometimes they ask the question from the old affairs as well. So old affairs question is also being asked, that we have seen in the trend. And static GK, guys, for example, country, capital, currency, that is a very favorite topic in the static GK. Other than this, national park, wildlife sanctuaries, this type of question. Now, first of all, how to prepare for the static GK? Static GK, guys, you can use static GK in your current affairs as well. For example, if they ask about the tigers, about the cheetahs that came from Namibia to India, they may ask you like question कि total 8 cheetahs came, how many of the cheetahs out of that 8 or the leopards out of that 8 are male or female. So they can ask you about this type of question कि out of the 8 leopards that came from Namibia to India, how many of them are male and female. That is a question that is related to static GK, also related to current affairs. So in this way, they can ask you the question. Sometimes you have to make the notes from the newspaper also, that will also come under the static GK. So reading the newspaper daily, that not only enhances your English, but also enhances your static GK as well. So this is how you have to prepare for the static GK portion. And static GK, guys, that you can read by your own also with the help of any particular book, or just you have to develop a common sense ki what type of news is important for you. For example, if you heard the death of Cyrus Mistry, then you must have gone ki, okay, what are the process, what are the important things about the Parsis, what type of burial system they follow, whatever we have learned ki they follow the sky burial system. They follow the sky burial system because they consider water and you can say fire as a very holy product or very holy thing. So they use a sky burial. So they can ask you ki sky burial, it is very common in which religion? So in this way they can ask you the question, not directly but indirectly, what is the place where the what is the burial system of Parsis they are called? So that was called that is called Dokhamini. So that can be asked, what is the place of the worship of this Parsi people? So in this way, by mixing the current affairs with static GK, they can ask you the question. So I hope it is clear ki how you have to prepare for the current affair. You have to keep your eyes open about the newses, about the things that is going popularly. Now the very famous Jhulan Goswami is retired. They can ask you about her also. That is also a part of static GK. Jhulan Goswami recently retired. She was ex-Indian captain. So cricket women's team captain. So they can ask you about that as well. So through this way, guys, you have to prepare the static GK. So the things which are in news, that can also come in static GK. That can also come in the head of static GK. So I hope, Manoj, you must have understood ki how you have to prepare for the static GK. What should be the course of action? Just you read the news, you mark the important points and start making the notes of it. Then definitely a big chunk of the static GK will get covered. I hope it is clear. So I hope it is clear ki how you have to deal with the static GK. So reading a newspaper on daily basis, a good national daily, will also help you to improve the static GK rather than English and other things. So that is the way they can ask the static GK, which is related to the current or that is related to the pure non-current affairs. So in this way they can ask, but major chances that they will take the static GK that were in news from the current affairs. So it will be a static GK current affairs session. So this was how you have to use the static GK portion. Now guys, let's move to the next thing, how you have to use that static GK portion. Now let's come to tier 2 examination pattern. Please bring GS class in English medium in app. Definitely, Chakrabarti, we are planning of this. We are planning. Soon we will be coming through the GK session on app as well. Now come to tier 2, that will make the merit. First of all, if I talk about my personal section, that is general awareness, that will be in the session, that is the section 1, section 2, and it will consist of 25 marks and one question will be of 3 marks. So 25 into 3, that will be of 75 marks, and 45 into 3, that will be around this. So in general awareness, guys, you will find in section 1, in section 2, the general awareness will come. And one question will be of 3 marks. Now this paper is going to decide your merit. This paper is going to decide your merit, whether you will get the job or not. Now what are the prerequisites of this particular paper that you have to understand? Prerequisite: there will be negative marking of 1 for each wrong answer. So 1 marks for each wrong answer for section 1, section 2 and module 1 of section 3, and 0.5 for the paper 2 and paper 4. So negative marking of 1 marks for each wrong answer. So there it is, the negative marking as well. Now what are the other things? Now merit will be prepared on overall basis of the candidates in the tier 2 exam only. So merit will be on tier 2. There is no role of tier 1 in deciding the merit of a candidate in CGL exam. Now, how you have to prepare for tier 2? What should be the course of action for tier 2? How to prepare GK? How to prepare GA for tier 2 exam? Now the total questions will be 25 and 3 questions of 1, that means 75 marks. And if you fail in any section, then your candidature is gone. Then you are gone, you are out of the race. Now guys, the subject of general awareness, that will remain same. Subject will remain same. Subject will remain same. One second guys, let me write it freshly. So for tier 2 exam, GA strategy. Tier 2 exam GA strategy. First of all, the total number of questions will be 25 and one question will be of 3 marks. So total we have 75 marks allotted for general awareness. Now the subject will be same as tier 1, but approach will differ. Approach will differ. So approach will differ. Subject will be same, but the approach will be differ. Now how approach will differ? Guys, in tier 1, more factual clarity. Clarity is needed. That means you should be factually very strong. You should be factually very strong. Now in tier 2, the question will test you on your concepts that you have studied, and the level may be of CDS or assistant commandant exam. The level may be of CDS or assistant commandant exam, so that may be the level of the examination. That may be the level of examination. So that may be the level. So from now itself we have to get ready for tier 2 questions also, definitely guys. But because Rome was not built in a day, so once you are conceptually strong, then you can clear the tier 2 if you are factually strong. So you should be satisfied with tier 1. Okay, I have cleared the tier 1, but it has no role in tier 2. So now the thing is that question will test you on your conceptual level. So question will test you on the concepts that you have studied, and the level may be of CDS or assistant commandant exam that is being taken by UPSC. I am not saying that the level will be of CSE. Don't underestimate. Don't think that the level of tier 2 will be of CSE, that is civil services. So the level of tier 2 will not be of civil services examination, but it will be of the CDS or assistant commandant. This is also conducted by UPSC on graduation level. Now what type of question may come? So type of question that may come. First of all, the type of question that may come is the assertion reason. Assertion reason type question, statement wise question, applied question on the concept, then question that is mixture of facts and concepts. For example, the question type that may come. See, this type of question you must not have practiced earlier as well. For example, assertion reason type question. If you have seen the question of so if you have seen the question of ND examination, what they ask, if for example they have given a statement, and after the statement is given, they will give you the reason of that question, and then they will ask you statement and reason they are correct, and reason is the correct statement, reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. Other than this, they will give you the second option ki assertion reason both are correct, but reason is not the correct explanation of the assertion. Assertion is correct, reason is false, or reason is correct, assertion is false. So this type of question of assertion reason that generally comes in the ND examination, they can give you this type of question so that they can test you on the factual knowledge and also on the conceptual clarity of the things that you have studied. Now, statement wise question, this type of question I usually give you in my YouTube session as well. Like, consider the following statement. 3, 4 statement, 2 statement, 3 statement, 4 statements are given, and then they ask you which statement is correct or which statement is false. So this type of question you must have seen in my YouTube session as well. Today I took the session in which 3 questions that were from the statement wise question. Which statement is correct, which statement is false. Therefore you have to have a very good knowledge, and you can use the elimination method for the question to answer the question. Now, third type of question they may ask you, that is the question related to the concept. Question related to the questions which is applied to the concept. For example, they can ask you in evening session of YouTube, I took a question, in what condition a chief minister of a state cannot vote in the presidential election. In what condition chief minister of a state cannot vote in the presidential election, and the options were given. If the chief minister is the member of legislative council, if the chief minister is not the member of legislative assembly, this type of options were there. So you must be aware ki what is the electoral college of the president to answer this question. So we know ki electoral college of the president that consists of the elected members of Lok Sabha, elected members of parliament and state legislative assembly. So if a chief minister is the nominated member, or if the chief minister is a member of legislative council, so he cannot vote in the presidential election. So this is the question that is called applied question on the concepts. So first of all, you should know the concept, then only you can use in that question to arrive at the correct answer. So this is such a type of thing that is usually done. Now the question that is related to the facts and concepts. For example, guys, they can ask you about the question ki, for example, consider the statement कि in Kuno National Park, that is in Madhya Pradesh, 8 cheetahs, 8 leopards, they arrived. Then they can ask you कि out of this 8 leopard, 5 are female, 3 are males, and they can ask you one question that is related to the habitat of that habitat of that leopard, or they can ask you the question which is related to the Namibia. So this is the question that is the mixture of the facts and concepts. So this type of question, these 4 types of question, it is much apprehension that this type of question may come in your exam, although the syllabus will remain same. And 5th type that I am thinking that may come, that is question related on mapping. Question related to the mapping. So question which is related to the mapping. So they can ask you the question which is related to the mapping. Question related to mapping in geography. So the question that is related to mapping that may come. So this is my apprehension, my thinking that this type of question will definitely come in tier 2 because tier 2 will eliminate the candidates for the final merit. So they will definitely increase the level of the question, and now those students who are preparing for the civil services also and who are not getting selected in first 2-3 attempts, so they will also try to interfere in this examination because the weightage of mathematics is being reduced. Earlier mathematics was 125 question, now 25 in the pre-examination and 30 in the main, total 55. So they will try to attempt this exam as well, because many civil services aspirants, they will say okay, with the help of with the help of general awareness, with the help of the maths, reasoning, they will try to crack this exam as well to get a decent job, then they will continue their preparation. So this thing you should always keep in the mind, guys, ki now the competition has become more tough because number of candidates will increase, and this is the level that is like a civil service, that is a very good standard level. The playing field is same for everyone. The playing field is same for everyone. So this type of question that recommends that needs your logic, that needs your brain to answer, that needs your concept to answer, this type of question may come in your tier 2 exam. So this is my calculation ki this type of question that needs your conceptual clarity, that is the need of the hour. That is the need of the SSC exam. That is the need of the hour. How you have to prepare? You have to prepare the things conceptually rather than cramming some facts from some books and vomiting them that in examination. Because now tier 2 will decide your merit, whether you are going to get a job or you have to prepare for the next CGL. So that is my thinking कि this type of question that generally comes in CDS, NDA, Assistant Commandant, this type of question will come in CGL also, but CGL will not take the level of UPSC, CSE. So civil services examination level will not be there, otherwise 99% candidate will be eliminated. So what you have to do, you have to focus on the conceptual clarity of the paper, of the subject. Focus on conceptual clarity. Now, so guys, this was all about the thing that we have to discuss, that we have discussed in the session, and I hope you must be aware of this, ki how you have to prepare for the examination, and this is the best way to prepare for the CGL tier 2, because right now you will be finding ki this is an important segment of the exam. So that's all for the day. Bye bye everyone, and I hope you must have understood what you have to do for the examination. So take care everyone, and this was a small session that I thought to take so that to make you aware about the tier 2 paper. Bye bye everyone, do take good care of yourself.